Good morning to all my dear students. Look at this soil particle. This soil is very dark in color and it is fully rich of humus, right? It is black in color. That's why plants, they are growing like this. When we are checking about this soil, it is a type of a sandy soil. Okay, there is no black in color, no humus in this soil. That's why there is no plants in this soil. Dear students, just now you saw different types of soil, right? That's why in this class I am going to teach you about different types of soil. Before that, I need to check your memory. What all are the things we learned in our last class, children? We learned about layers of soil. Is it, children? What all are they? Did you remember that one? Then say together. First layer of the soil, that is topsoil. It is very fertile. Okay. Then second layer of the soil. What type of soil? That is, we call it as a subsoil. Then third layer of the soil. Listen here, third layer of the soil. What is the name of the third layer of soil, children? Yes, absolutely correct. That is bedrock. Okay. So different layers of soil we discussed. In this class, I am going to teach you about types of soil. Okay, there are mainly 4 types of soil depending upon the amount of soil particle present in it. Okay, so we can categorize it into 4 types of soil. What are the, children? That is sandy soil. Look at the picture. Sandy soil, then loamy soil, then clayey soil, and last one is silty soil. Okay, so let's check the differentiation of the soil in detail. Students, what are the 4 different types of soil? Let's say loudly. I couldn't hear it. Say loudly. What are they? Sandy soil, then clayey soil, then loamy soil, and silty soil. Okay, you have to say loudly. Then only your pronunciation will be okay. Okay. So first let's check about the sandy soil. Before that, I have to ask one question. Just now only I show 2 types of soils, right? What are the, children? That's all. Do you know? No. You are going to learn. So that black color soil that we call loamy soil. Okay, black color soil that we call loamy soil, and light color soil. Okay, that we call sandy soil. So let's learn about sandy soil first. In sandy soil, soil has greatest proportion of sand particle. Okay, which particle, children? We can see a lot of sand particles in sandy soil. But when we are checking about the clayey soil, we can see greatest proportion of clay particle. Okay, we can see the greatest proportion of clay particle in clayey soil. Then what about loamy soil, children? It is the mixture of sand and clay. Okay, it is a mixture of sand and clay. When we are checking about the silty soil, we can see grain particles of sand and clay again in where, children? In silty soil. That should be fine particles. Okay, this sandy soil which feels very rough and gritty. Okay, very rough and gritty. Which one, children? Sandy soil. Then what about clay soil? Clay soil which feel very smooth. Okay, very smooth and lumpy. Okay, which one, children? Clayey soil. Then when we are checking about the loamy soil, which is very good for growing plants. Okay, so it is fertile soil and it is good for growing plants. Okay, what, children? This loamy soil. Okay, and silty soil, which is considered as the most fertile soil in the world. It is the most fertile soil in the world. Okay, now let's check about what all are the plants that's growing in these types of soil. Okay, which type of plants will grow very easily in this soil? Let's check it. So students, as name suggests like that, sandy. Okay, we can see lot of sands in that area. In where we can see sand, children? In desert and beach. Okay, it is easy question. Beach and desert we can see sand, right? And which type of plants grow in beach, children? You know that. Absolutely right. What it is? Coconut. Okay, so coconut plants and lemon, then cucumber plants we can see in sandy soil. Okay, so main cultivation of sandy soil that are coconut, cucumber and lemon. Okay, so let's check about the clayey soil. Which type of plants will grow? Clayey soil soil is very smooth and lumpy. Okay, and this soil is using for making toys and pot. Okay, then which type of plants will grow here? Rice, sugar cane that grow in where, children? Clay soil. Okay, and what about loamy soil? Which type of plants will grow in loamy soil, children? It is very fertile. It is fully rich of humus, right? Tea, rubber that grow well in loamy soil. Okay, then what about silty soil? Which type of plants will grow in silty soil? Barley, then millet, like that plants will grow in silty soil. Okay, so these are the main differentiation of types of soil. Okay, let's recheck one more time. So what are the 4 types of soil, children? That are sandy, clayey, loamy and silty. Okay, and what are the main specialization of this soil? In sandy soil, we can see sand particles. Okay, greatest proportion of sand particle we can see in sandy soil. Then what about clayey soil? Clay particles we can see in clayey soil. And in loamy soil, sand and clay, mixture of sand and clay. And silty also, fine grains of sand and clayey soil we can see in silty soil. Okay, and this soil is very rough, but clay soil is very smooth, and loamy and silty soil that are very fertile, and we can see humus rich area in there. Okay, humus is a natural fertilizer. Okay, these all are the main differentiation. When you are learning about these topic, that means types of soil, you have to learn the differentiation of each thoroughly. Okay, then it will be very easy to learn. Okay, students. So today's topic is, what is the chord I wrote on the board? Let's check it. Okay, and for this years you should say the answer of my topic question. Okay, I'm not going to wind up. Listen. Okay, I just asked the topic question in between the lesson. Okay, I you tired very much when you are looking about the soil types. So let's school. Now only we discussed about the types of soil, but we should understand how we have to conserve or protect the soil. Okay, we learned about the types of soil and layers of soil, is it, children? But we should understand how we have to protect or conserve the soil from soil erosion. You know the soil erosion, right? That is, topsoil is go away. So soil erosion is the removal of topsoil. Removal of topsoil, which is very fertile because it is rich in humus, right? Removal of topsoil by the action of wind and water. Okay, by the action of wind and water. That process we call what, children? Soil erosion. So soil erosion is what? It is the removal of topsoil by the action of wind and water. That process we call soil erosion. Strong wind, heavy rainfall and cutting down of trees increase the soil erosion. We know that if the soil erosion is there, we cannot survive our life on the earth. 2 years last we saw that soil erosion happened in Kerala because of flood. Is it, children? So what are the precautions we have to follow to protect our soil? We know that plants get most of nutrients from the topsoil, right? Students, we need to protect our soil. We need to protect our topsoil, is it? So protection of topsoil from the soil erosion, that we call soil conservation. So it is the protection of what, children? Topsoil. Okay, protection of topsoil from the soil erosion, that we call soil conservation. There are certain steps we can take to conserve the soil. Okay, see those steps. Okay, first one is afforestation. What is afforestation, children? That is by planting trees. Trees prevent erosion of soil by wind and water. That's why we need to planting more and more trees. Okay, that process we called afforestation. Then dams and embankments can be built to prevent erosion of soil by water during floods. In slopy area, okay, or mountain area, we have to build terrace farming that prevents erosion in hill slopes. So students, now you understand the importance of soil, right? And without soil, we cannot survive our life on the earth. Is it, children? That's why we need to do afforestation. What is afforestation? We need to planting trees. Okay, students, we are going to wind up this academic year, right? So all should have to follow one pledge. Okay, you are the best students of my class, so you should follow one pledge, that is planting trees. Okay, so each student you should follow planting at least one plant per day. Okay, so all my dear students, you have to take this pledge. What is the pledge, children? This pledge you have to carry in your lifetime full, that is planting at least one plant per day. Okay, so all my dear students, learn very well for your final exam. Okay, prepare very well. So remember the pledge. Catch you later. Thank you.